Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Laifa. If this is your first time stopping by, so I don't know. I don't even know why I'm filming the video, but I just decided to sit down and film a video. I don't know. I guess filming is sort of therapy for me. Like it's a way for me to express how I'm feeling inside. So the last time I sat down here to film, I was telling you guys about what's going on in my country, Nigeria, and I told you guys about the NSAS movement that's going on now. If you didn't watch that video, I'm going to link it up here so you can go and acquaint yourself with what is going on. It's 3 hours to my birthday, and I was so excited for my birthday, my 29th birthday last year in my 20s. I was so excited, and that excitement died like 2 weeks ago. Died. I can't be thinking of my birthday when this past 2 weeks has been rough. It's really been rough. So the last time I was here, I told you guys that Lagos State Governor, I live in Lagos, Nigeria, the Governor Sanwo-Olu said that there was going to be curfew from 4 p.m. that day. I remember we filmed that video like at about 11 a.m., 12 a.m. Then my friends went back home, so they're not stuck outside before the curfew. Normally, curfew shouldn't even be something that's announced today. Like the curfew is today and you're announcing it today. We couldn't even get anything. There was nothing in my house. Like the past how many days we've been home, we couldn't there was no food in my house because we couldn't get anything to buy that day because they announced the curfew and we had a few hours to just buy stuff and go in. Anyways, that's besides the point. So that day when they announced the curfew, I think they first said it was 4 p.m. Then they later came on to say it was 9 p.m. That day was just chaotic, and I remember there was so much traffic that day. And people came out because there has been protests going on for 2 weeks, and people still came out despite the fact that they said there was a curfew. So I just came on Instagram and I kept seeing people saying go and watch DJ Switch live, go and watch DJ Switch live. And I went on to DJ Switch's live, and what my eyes saw that day, I don't think I'll ever forget it in my lifetime. It was the most heartbreaking thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm sorry, I don't want to cry in this video, I swear to God. It was the most heartbreaking thing I'd ever seen. People went out to protest even though there was still a curfew. And soldiers from the Nigerian army came to Lekki toll gates and started shooting at people. Isn't that the craziest thing you've ever heard? Not with blanks, not water, not tear gas. Okay, there were tear gas, I think, yes. I remember DJ Switch saying there was tear gas, and I remember her describing it as a mixture of pepper and acid. What a description. They were not shooting with blanks, they were shooting live ammunitions at civilians. Who does that? Like people were literally dying. People were dying. That night, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep that night. And I wasn't even there. I wasn't there. I don't know anybody that was there. And I couldn't sleep. So imagine the people who were there, who experienced this. Imagine the people who lost people in that massacre. Like that was a massacre. How can people be so heartless? Until today, everybody is forming, they don't know who ordered the attack. Isn't the president the only person that has the authority to order soldiers from the Nigerian army, military soldiers, to kill civilians, unarmed civilians? I need to say this, unarmed, that were protesting peacefully. Like my sisters and I even went to the protest grounds, and like it felt good to see youths come out. There was no violence. Like everybody came together for one cause. Like I was so scared to go. I'm not even going to lie to you. My mommy kept saying people shouldn't go. She's scared. We're kids and all of us are here. She like mommy did not want us to go, but I really wanted us to go because I can't be telling people to go and then I cannot go by myself. I was so scared to go. I won't lie to you because things like this usually get violent. But it was so peaceful. Like we shared food for people, we shared drinks, and it was peaceful. Like there were even kids there, there were even dogs there, and they came and shot at civilians. I can never forget it in my life. And that night, my sisters and I, we didn't know what to think. We didn't know how to feel. We joined the Hallelujah Challenge with Nathaniel Bassi. After joining it, I still couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. I can't believe that in my lifetime I experienced something like this. I can't even begin to explain to you guys how this past few days has been for me. So imagine the trauma that the people who were actually there passed through. Even after that massacre happened, I kept waiting for our president to say something. I mean, like he hasn't said anything all the while, but when something like this happens, you think that the president would say something. He didn't say anything. And then he finally came to say something, and it was supposed to be a live speech. And it was obviously not live because he kept skipping. It was obvious that it was pre-recorded. And there was nothing he said in that speech. 12 minutes of rubbish. Like he didn't say anything. He didn't acknowledge the lives that were lost. I mean, that guy is not a president. He's a dictator. And this is not a democratic nation. This is... we have a dictator as a president. Something like this happened and they were sweeping it under the rug. Like I was listening to our governor and news stations carried the news and were calling it fake news, that nothing like that happened. Are you kidding me? I saw this thing live, that it was photoshopped. So they photoshop live Instagram videos. They photoshop people dying. They photoshop people dying. I saw videos of mothers with their dying children, with their dead children in their hands. I even saw one video of brothers holding their dead brother. Do you know how painful that is to lose someone like that? Just like that. It was so hard to see. I swear to God, I've never experienced something like this in my life. As like I've never experienced something like this before, and it just feels like those people just died for nothing. Because like, I'm sorry, this is how I feel. I know people say that something happened, but I feel like nothing happened. Because I feel like we protested for 2 weeks and then the massacre happened, and then now we're home and people have just moved on. Like people have moved on. Like I go on Instagram and I see people making jokes, talking about how they want to leave Nigeria, like making stupid jokes, stupid memes. I get that people grieve differently, but I mean people died. People died, and for what? What exactly did they die for? I just feel like they died for nothing. That's how I feel. Because what was the point? People have moved on with their lives. When the massacre was going on, ambulances came, medical personnel, the military people barricaded them inside and refused ambulances from going in to provide medical attention for wounded people. They were shooting to kill. They were not shooting in the air, they were shooting directly. Like when I saw the videos, they were shooting directly at people. And then after that, during Corona, I know how people were hungry. I know how many people my mom gave things to. Like, people were hungry during Corona. And I remember then they said that, oh, they provided palliatives to help people that could not afford, because there are people that actually go out every day and the money they make is what they used to eat every day. So, like, they were supposed to share these things to hungry people, only for me to see. Like, I think I'm going to find videos and include in this video so that you can see how painful these things are that I'm saying. Things that were meant for people to eat during Corona, during the lockdown, Nigerian government kept them in warehouses and did not share it to the people. Is that not the height of wickedness? What are they using it to do? Even some things like Gary, some food stuff got bad. Things that people could have eaten. People were hungry and they kept it. Who were they keeping it for? Now they are lying that, oh, because of the NSAS protest, they had to stop sharing it. Who did they share it to? NSAS protest, I started when? This month. That, I remember that video, I saw the date, May. They made that video before May. So means those things came in before May 1st. And they did not give it to people. And so many warehouses like that are scattered around the country. I was so happy when I saw people breaking it down and taking. They should take it. What kind of society do we live in? You know, all my life I've always said Nigeria is my home. I'm not going anywhere. But for the first time in my life, I swear to God, I don't want to be in this country, because I feel so hopeless. I feel like I don't even know where to go from here. Like, am I supposed to just go back to business as usual? Like, I'm supposed to just go back to my life like this thing happened. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't like. And then in all this, hoodlums decided to go and vandalize and loot people's businesses. Loot people's hard-earned businesses. They burnt it, cutting away with everything. Like, there were places that electronic stores, people packed generators, TVs. I know a makeup artist, Cherry Charms, they removed everything in her studio, broke the mirrors, cut. Jesus. I saw a video of somewhere very close to my studio, a plaza, wholesale Niger, someone that sells hair. She's close to my plaza. That whole plaza, they made away with everything and burnt it. For the longest time, I didn't even want to check to find out whether my studio was affected. It was today that my friend Rona called and said she went there and my studio is fine. Like, I didn't even want to think about it. I didn't even want to put my mind there. These are people's hard-earned money. Some people could have even gotten loans to start up these businesses. And just look at people's source of livelihood ruined. God. I'm so sorry about this video, you guys. I don't even know what I was thinking deciding to do this video. I just don't want it to be that all those people that died in vain. Because it would be so sad that after everything, no change. People just died for nothing, no change. It would be so sad. Because what was the point, really? I haven't made money in 2 weeks. I didn't care. Because it was for a good cause. After everything, what was the point exactly? I'm not talking about my money. I'm just saying that people that died, like, what was the point? Like, the government just told us. That's what they just told us. Like, we can't do anything. Like, they have all the power. I really felt in my heart that this protest was going to do something. Like, a change will come from this protest. So seeing that nothing changed, the government has all the power. If you see how they manipulated the news, it was so scary. Like, it's only God that can help us now, I swear. Because really, God, I've been having a headache for how many days straight now. I've taken how many Panadol, all the Panadol has finished in my house. I had to lose in my hair. I had to lose in my hair and pour down my brain to calm me down. I just really pray that in my lifetime, my country gets better, because people have died. Let their deaths not have been in vain. People are traumatized. People are still in the hospital treating their injuries. And the painful thing is that the NSAS that we're fighting for, I read yesterday that they picked up one boy and said he was part of the people that were seen, like the same people were fighting. They are still on the streets doing the same thing that we were protesting about in the first place. Yesterday, after the Lekki massacre, after everything that's happened, there are still people were looting people's businesses. They were not there, but they are on the streets to pick up innocent people and put false accusations on them. I just really pray. Like, that's all I can do. Because, like, what can I do really? What can I do? I just really pray that this country gets better. Because this is not living. I just surviving in Nigeria. I just surviving. Even me as a business owner in Nigeria. Even let's even remove the businesses I'm doing here. Let's talk about YouTube. People who don't even put out as much content or get as much views as I get, they make way more money than I do. Way more money than I do. And it's very discouraging sometimes when I think of all the work that I put in. I know how much work I put in. I literally do not have a social life because I'm trying to make ends meet. I have responsibilities, and then at the end of the month when I see my paycheck, it can be discouraging sometimes. I know it might be a lot of money to some people, but I feel like the level I've gotten to, if I was in America, for example, I know how much money I would be making. Our country is just fucked up. Fucked up. Anyways, I just felt like I needed to come on here and just, I don't know why. I don't know the point of this video, to be honest with you. And I was supposed to be launching Life at Luxury Hair, but obviously I can't launch it right now. I'm sorry. I know this hairline was supposed to have launched months ago. I just figured, let me just leave it till my birthday, so everything is perfect, everything is ready. But I'm sorry, I'm going to have to push it. I don't know when I'll be launching right now. I don't know when, but hopefully soon. Because I'm not in the right frame of mind to be launching Life at Luxury Hair, to be honest with you. I've just been trying to stay off social media because that place has just been toxic these past few days. So toxic. Like, every time I come on social media, I leave there angry or sad. I just need a few days to just get my life back in order and reset my brain or my mind. I don't know. I'm just really grateful. My sisters and I are safe. My family is safe. I'm just grateful. I'm just really grateful to God, because there are people who are not alive today. There are people that did not survive this whole mess. So I just give thanks to God. And I'm really sorry if you are one of the people who lost somebody or whose businesses were vandalized. I pray that God gives you the strength to overcome these hard times, and I pray that God will replenish your businesses 1,000-fold. This will be the least you'll ever be. I just know that God will heal our land. There's nothing that is impossible for God to do. Even though it might seem like there's no hope. Take some time. Mental health is important. Take some time. Take some time to get your mind right. Grieve. Cry if you want to. Whatever you have to do to get through feeling the way you feel right now, go ahead and just believe that God is in control. I love you guys. And I have a few people that told me they are my birthday mates. Happy birthday to you. I hope that this year will be the least you'll ever be. In Jesus' name. I pray that you shall be the head and not the tail. I pray that you shall be like a city that is upon a hill that can never be hidden. I pray that God will light your way. I love you guys so much. Better days are yet ahead. I love you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.